Gaffer, disappointment against Newport on Saturday. What's the reaction been like this week?
Yeah, good as we'd expect from our group of players. I mean, we've suffered disappointments along this journey for a number of years as peaks and troughs, but it's about bouncing back. It always is. You know, we've got to be made of tough stuff here and be able to rebound just as we always have done.
As you pointed out after the game on Saturday, any team can go on a streak of losing games. Is it more the performances over the last couple of games that have concerned you? It feels like we haven't quite hit the levels that we reached earlier this season.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say this 4-game streak, the first 2 games we played really well, especially away at Fleetwood. It's not so long ago. Feels like a long time ago, but it's not really. And same group of players. We know that when you lose a couple, even if you played well, though, it affects the confidence levels, and that's shown the last couple of games. But it's about us picking the lads up. It's about rousing a few and saying, "Come on, you can do more." But it's also arm around the shoulder of a few others. But we're all in it together.
In terms of what's been our undoing over the past few games, it feels like conceding goals in quick succession. We've talked a lot about mentality recently. Is that an area where that can improve in terms of knowing when's the right time to dig in and maybe go for it on the front foot, and if we concede one, try and sit back a little bit and stop any more goals coming?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we've never tried to complicate it for defenders or midfielders or forwards. To be honest, as a collective, it's actually a good opportunity to show your mettle when you've just conceded, and it's not about being desperate and having to score straight away. It's about just being solid. So we've reiterated that, and you're right to point out. You know, it's that mentality test.
We've just had Mark Oxley out here speaking to Radio York, and he highlighted the importance of, he's an experienced player of course, and when you go through these runs, sticking together as a group. How important are the likes of Oxley and the other experienced players going to be for you going forward to get through this sticky spot?
Yeah, I think they can give the younger lads, the benefit of their experience and just be calm and composed. And it's not suddenly a different game now as it was a month ago. We know when to clear our lines, when we know when to be strong, and it's making sure that we all stand up together. And these older lads that we have got, that's why we've gone for a blend this year. I'll be leaning on them to be able to help them out in the in-between periods when they're having a coffee together and having breakfast or lunch, and as well as out there in training. And it's everybody being resilient now. There's difficult periods each season. That's why it's a marathon. You've got to draw breath. You've got to hang on in there and come through the other side stronger.
One highlight from this season has been our victory against Mansfield, who of course we're playing a different competition this weekend. How much can you take from that game, and how much of a different challenge are you expecting on Saturday?
Well, I think it was a great night for us because a win for any competition, you just want to get into a winning habit, and we lost a few games preceding that game, and that broke that habit then, and it was an excellent display. I suspect they'll come all guns blazing with all their best players playing, and to be honest, they've got a great squad at Mansfield. They're a top League One team, so it won't be an easy time, but we've got to show the spirit that we've shown in previous cup ties, the likes of Leeds and Wrexham last year when we were exceptional.
Yeah, such good memories from last season's FA Cup run. How important is this competition to a club like ourselves? Last year it made a big difference, not only to the morale of everyone, but the budget as well. It allowed us to really solidify our place in League Two.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I think it's important above money or anything materialistic. It's about doing it for the fans and showing. Actually, we're a tough group of people. We're resilient. We feel the emotions of ups and downs as much as the supporters, to be honest. And we hurt, but at the same time, the only one way of reacting isn't to go under. It's to keep ploughing on and bouncing back harder than ever before. And there's an appetite to do that. We're desperately keen to put the wrongs right immediately.
And just finally on team news, we spoke last week about Sean Mikulski getting a little bit closer to being involved again. How is he, and is there anyone else who's nearing a return?
He's the closest to a return, and to be fair, Liam Gibson as well, who's been training a number of weeks, so I believe he's ready now. Sean will be training today and tomorrow, which is great news for us because he started the season really well, and he gives us that focal point and that pace and power up there. So adds the competition for places. So, like I always say, it's better than any team talk. We just want that that real competition for places to drive up the standards.
Thank you.
Thank you.